Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, Mimic 3 of the Mimic Trilogy right here. Getting into it. Yeah, Mimic 3. Gotta say, the oddest conclusion of a universe of giant bugs, giant cockroach species. And I gotta say, this movie was just it's fun to watch. It's an hour and 16 minutes, hour 17 minutes. But it is like, what the fuck did this, where the hell did they go with this, you know? I don't even think this movie was, or it's supposed to take place in New York City. However, this movie does not take place in New York City. This movie takes place, or is said to take place in New York City. However, I think they shot it overseas somewhere. I can't remember where they shot it. I would have to get my physical media out to watch the commentary for it. But yeah, apparently they have much more recognizable cast members in this film. This is a pure straight-to-DVD Sci-Fi Channel Mimic movie, where the first one is indeed the best. The second one was friggin' weird, but okay. The third one, odd, but interesting, but totally unnecessary. Holy shit, this movie is a failure. From an objective standard, this movie is about a 5. However, Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 60, where the second one was an 8. This one is a 60. The second one was better than this one. Kind of. But in some ways, yes, in some ways, no. But, oh my god. Alex Deziana, holy shit. I gotta say, it's like, girl, this was back when I graduated high school. She's like 18, 20. And, she just comes across as such a freaking pot smoker. It's not funny, which she is in this movie. Rebecca Mader, who played Carmen, she was actually a pretty good one in this movie. Carl Geary as Marvin Montrose. He plays the main character. Where the first movie had Strickler's disease from the cockroaches, where kids were dying off, and they had to create the Judas breed for to combat it and whatnot. Well, he's one of the survivors of Strickler's. However, his immune system got fucked up because of it. So he basically has to live in a hermetically sealed fucking bedroom. They have plastic up. This movie was so fucking low budget. I mean, I am tempted right now. Budget for Mimic 3 Sentinel. $10 million. Yeah, Mimic 2 was a $10 million film. Mimic 3 was a $30 million film. You could definitely tell that Mimic 2 and Mimic 3 were freaking very low budgeted films. Oh, because, hey, most of this money, I'm telling you right now, went to this guy, Lance Henriksen, who played the garbage man, who played the kind of like an antagonist in this film, aside from the Judas breed being the antagonists, clearly. But yeah, in a decaying neighborhood, asthmatic and allergic amateur photographer Marvin Montrose spends his days and nights confined in his room, snooping on his neighbors in the next building with his camera. When a boy disappears in the spot, and then I'm guessing it was supposed to say on the spot, and then the local drug dealer Desmond, Marvin suspects a mysterious garbage man, and his sister Rosie and her friend Carmen investigate. So yeah, I mean, this movie is so friggin' nuts, folks. Like I said, objectively, this movie is about a 5. It is just so horrifyingly bad. They did a good job with the practical effects. Don't get me wrong. But when they went digital, dear God, it's bad. That's why most of the digital stuff is kept closely off camera or in the dark. I mean, this is just so, or this movie, it's like, basically the movie is an apocalyptic bit. Apparently the Judas breed has evolved to such a degree where they are basically hoarding king eggs or larva eggs for a male so that they can spawn, and they have thousands of them underground. So they're just waiting for one to hatch. And it's like, oh dear God, dude, seriously? So the world's about to end because these things are about to be like legion. But it really is so... This movie is just so fucked up out there. Subjectively, I put it at about a 7.5, just under the second one, which was an 8. It's truly... Hey, the acting is actually pretty good. I will say this. The acting is very good. However, the story is just freaking odd. You got a great cast. I mean, cast that has been, or that is known in other movies and TV shows and shit. But I'm guessing a lot of that budget went to Lance Henriksen. However, Alexis Diziana, Keith Robinson, Rebecca Mader, Amanda Plummer, John Kapelos, Lance Henriksen, yeah, they were all good in their acting. However, this movie just went weird. But I will give the romance bit. There is a romance bit in this between Rebecca Mader and Carl Geary, Marvin and Carmen. She literally quits smoking and quits using perfume so that she could actually get together with him, so that she could probably have a life with him. Because, like I said, his immune system is fucked up. He needs oxygen because she smoked a lot and it was all over her clothes and stuff. So it would send him into an asthmatic episode. Then she wore perfume. She didn't think about it. And it sends him off on another asthmatic episode. But then she just gives it up. She's like, oh, freaking cheesy line, you can eat off of me now. I'm like, God, man. This movie is fun. Don't get me wrong. 7.5 subjective is actually pretty good in my book. Moviegoer, this movie I would actually put at an 8. It's decent. It's good. But it's another one that you could basically pause and come back to. Mimic 3 to Sentinel, it sounds like a badass freaking movie. Mimic 3, Sentinel. Okay, but nobody says anything about a Sentinel in this movie. It's kind of like a misleading name or a useless name that they just added to Mimic 3. I mean, you could have just gone with Mimic 3. But yeah, this movie is just freaking odd, folks. Anyway, that is going to be the review. Like I said, 5 objectively. This movie is bad. It's sci-fi bad. Subjectively, it's a 7.5. Moviegoer, it's an 8. It's fun. But it's one of those really bad, it's so bad it's good kind of movies. That's basically what it is. But I enjoyed watching it. Anyway, that is the review. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you think of Mimic 3 if you have seen it? Oh my God. This movie was just so bad it was good. Anyway, have a wonderful day, folks, and always remember, stay humble.